Is this thing on? This is on. Here we are. Hi everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here from live from the Queen Mary 2 ocean liner. We're docked at the moment in Southampton here in the United Kingdom, and a whole bunch of folks got off the ship this morning that had been with us from Southampton to Hamburg, back to Southampton. And now we got a whole bunch of people getting on the ship today who are going to join us to New York, because we leave later today for Le Havre in France for tomorrow. And then when we leave Le Havre, we are heading all the way to New York City, where I'm catching up with you guys in the U.S. to have a bite to eat with you on Saturday, October 26th at Carmine's. And you're welcome to join us if you'd like. Jen and I would love to meet you. And come on out to Carmine's and see us at 1 o'clock Saturday. I think it's 1 to 3 is the timing. If you're going to come out to see us at Carmine's and join us for the meet and greet, send me an email, please, and let me know. Are you coming by yourself? Are you bringing somebody? I'm trying to figure out the seating arrangements. How many folks am I buying lunch for at Carmine's? Okay, I'd love to have you. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. This is October the 17th, 2024. It's Thursday. And we are watching the markets as we always watch the markets to see just what they have in mind. Yesterday, we had another up day for the markets. The Dow yesterday, let me just take a peek here, had another barn burner of a day, 337-point gain yesterday. I believe that is pushing record highs. Yes, it is. Pushing around record highs, awful close. And we were up on the other indexes as well. No problems there. Just double checking here some of these other indexes. We were up 27 points yesterday on the S&P, 18,300 on Nasdaq. That's a 51-point gain yesterday on Nasdaq. And oil yesterday gained 25 cents when it was all said and done, sitting at 70.67. In the future market right now, the Dow is up 77 to start the morning. So we're up about a fifth of a percentage point with 27 minutes to go before we open for trading. The S&P is ahead by 29 points. That's a 0.5% right there. And Nasdaq is up just about a 1% now, 190 plus points, almost 200 points higher. And oil is up 28 cents to $70.67. So yeah, we've got a positive indicated opening, fifth of a point for the Dow, a 1% point for Nasdaq. So the Dow should be up 400, not 80, to equal what Nasdaq is doing right now in the pre-market. So looking good. SoFi 1007. Holding a 3-cent gain at the moment. Rocketlab has had a very interesting day yesterday and a morning. Good morning this morning. Yesterday, Rocketlab gained $1.25 on the entire session, 12.5%, closing at 11.19. That's the high of the year, the highest level in the year. This morning, these shares ran up to 11.60. Some shorters are getting whacked on Rocketlab. Of course, Rocketlab, it's important to note that if it breaks 950, which it did a while ago, that triggers the ability for Rocketlab to cash in a call contract that it has on itself, similar to SoFi. Rocketlab did a cap call financing of $350 million 6-8 months ago. That stock over 9.5 allows the company to literally pay off the $350 million, cashing in its call option. They make more money, or as much money on the call option than the debt they owe. So they swap it into stock, and the stock to satisfy the debt is not coming from the treasury. It's free trading stock. Now, I believe that this is free trading stock that has been acquired by the writers of the contract at much lower prices than where we are now. And I believe SoFi right now is in exactly this position. I think there are buyers of SoFi in the last 3 weeks now that have been picking this stock up between 7.25 and $10 that are obligated to swap stock or sell stock to SoFi to satisfy an $850 million requirement of paper. I think it's 110, 120 million shares. Because SoFi at 14.54 a share, when that stock hits 14.54, and it will, SoFi will have made over 850 million in profit on their call option on themselves. That will swap out 850 million in debt for 850 million in free trading stock. And SoFi's balance sheet just looks a whole lot stronger than it does now. This is coming. This is happening. Those on the inside track of SoFi are fully aware of what this means. The average investor out there doesn't understand the nuance of this deal. They don't, unless they follow me, they don't know. If you know, and you guys know, there's usually 200 to 300 people watching me every day live, and after the day is done, maybe there's 2,000 views of this show. 2,000 viewers, maybe it's 1,600 actual. So come and go. Millions of investors out there have no clue about the SoFi deal. They never knew about it. All they heard about 3, 4, 5 months ago when SoFi put together the $50 million deal, all they found out and all they read about were these shills who I think are representing shorters to try to kill this market, who were saying, oh, the company's diluting themselves, they're diluting their shareholders, raising all this money, and complete lies, complete BS. The cap call transaction is designed so that the shares that are delivered to the debt holders are not from Treasury whatsoever. They're from the street. And so shorters of 181 million right now are out there, and a bunch of them have been buying up the stock, I think, to get out from under their short positions. And we'll see just what happens. Now, I love the fact that SoFi shares went from the 7 level and inched their way up over a month to get to this 10 level. We even hit 1049 a couple of days ago to match the high the year. And here we are at 1007. 3 days later, we're not backing off. It's not giving it back to go back to $7 a share. The stock is staying at 1007, 1005, 10, 999, whatever. That tells me we could go from here now to 12, that this stock could go up another $2 into the 12 area. We know that on the 29th of this month, which is in 12 days, Tuesday morning pre-market, SoFi releases their latest financials. They were completed for the third quarter, end of September. They will release how they did for that entire third quarter. And of course, it's expected that a profit will be posted. I expect them to beat the profit that was estimated. And I expect them to up their guidance again for the quarters going forward, especially because of this $2 billion investment coming into SoFi from Fortress that just was announced 3 days ago. That announcement has not fully been absorbed by most market players. They do not understand how juicy and how dramatic this is for earnings for SoFi going forward. Every quarterly earnings guesstimate for the fourth quarter, the first quarter next year, the second, the third, they have to be redone because the previous guesstimates by analysts were based on the company, the position they were in up until a week ago. Now, with another 2 billion, it's like having 2 billion in additional deposits on hand. This company is so much larger, 23% larger in cap size just on that investment. This is going to blow the numbers out of the water, much higher than previously estimated. And so every analyst out there that has a hold rating, a buy rating, a sell rating on SoFi has to now rejigger the calculations as to what it's going to show. And what they're waiting on, and what they should be waiting on, are the October 29th financials, the release of the financials, Tuesday morning, October 29th. Once they've got those numbers in hand, then they can extrapolate forward what should happen in the next 4 or 5 quarters. Then they can come out with new guesstimates for what SoFi's revenues could mean over the next year. In this YouTuber's most humblest of opinions, in my opinion, I think the numbers are going to be more than double what they thought. This is so much larger for the company. Net profit, much larger. Anyway, we'll see what happens. The stock right now, as I say, is sitting here at 10.08, 10.08 a share, and Rocketlab is at 11.21 a share, and we'll open up trading in about 19 minutes for Thursday here, and to see what the market thinks about this. Again, SoFi. In case of SoFi, I would bet you 10% of the market players out there are aware of what's going on. 90% do not know. And this is why it is one of those best kept secrets in the market so far, where people have heard of SoFi, they kind of know a little bit about it, but they don't know the nuances of what has already happened this week and what is about to happen on the 29th and going forward. So don't be surprised if in the first week of November, all kinds of revisions are done on SoFi shares, where target prices for the stock going forward will be dramatically lifted, much higher. Now the question is just how far and how much higher will they be lifted? But I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting 12 and 15 and 17 and $18 price targets for SoFi shares. That's my opinion. You decide for yourself what you want to do. There you go, kids. You're going to get richer. If you're into SoFi, you're going to get richer. Simple as that. I have no idea how high Rocketlab can go. I wish I could say with certainty, oh, well, now that Rocketlab is at $11.19, oh, that thing's going to go way higher. I can't tell you how high Rocketlab is going to get to. I do not know. I am very pleased with what it's done. I wouldn't be surprised it goes higher yet. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling that we have a gap of selling. I think we've run out of stock to buy on Rocketlab. I believe that the float is so small that the company's only got, 309 million shares floating out there. 61 million are shorted, which is almost 20% of the company, of the free float. I think there's a gap, and this thing can gap even higher, dramatically higher, maybe to 13 or 14, but I can't pin it for sure. On SoFi, I can tell you that there are 181 million short as of the last reporting period. That was the end of September. That represented just under 18% of the free float. I do know that 110 to 120 million free trading shares are going to be required to help SoFi satisfy their $850 million debt deal through the call option that SoFi owns on itself at $14.54. So at $14.54 and higher, the pressure on SoFi stock will be dramatic as it goes higher. The shorters will be down almost another $4.50 a share times 181 million. Do the math. $5 a share that's 900 million more in losses. So the shorters are about to lose $1 billion extra here, being short SoFi if they don't cover, and I think they're already trying to cover out. So we're in for a bit of a fun run here. Very good, and of course SoFi is going to deliver returns It's not like, oh, the stock's getting a short squeeze because shorters are in trouble. No, the shorters are in trouble because the company's growing at such a pace, so much faster and sooner than people thought, that now shorters are in trouble on a corporate fundamental basis, let alone the stock story. That's a whole other thing. Well, we'll see what we'll see what happens. It's fun times all around. That's what I'm saying. I like this game. Those of you who've been writing cash secured puts on Rocketlab, on SoFi, on AI, writing cash secured puts on GameStop. You guys are just smiling from ear to ear. This is going to be a good one coming up here. Certainly, Rocket Lab. I know that viewers of mine were writing cash secured puts on Rocket Lab at $5, $6, and $7, and a number of them have contacted me to ask, should I roll now? And I've said yes. Roll into the tens, and even last week, begging my viewers to roll into 12s, and a bunch of you did, and now you're getting rewarded with an $11 stock with $12 cash secured puts written against it. Oh my God, are you guys cleaning up? Phenomenal numbers are coming your way. Well, SoFi at $7.50, $8, $8.50. I was begging a bunch of you guys, sell your SoFi shares. Write the $10 cash secured puts for Jan 2026. A bunch of you did. You let me know. I did it, Bruce. You sent me emails. And now you guys are smiling year to year. Those puts are worthless. The $10 puts for January 2026 are out of the money. And so the premium, it's only got time premium left now. That's the only thing that's holding them up. That's going to continue to shrink. And now there are some of you who are now writing $12 SoFi cash secured puts, and some of you are looking at 15s going forward. So well done, everyone. If you've learned how to write options because of my lessons, you're figuring out, oh my God, this guy is right. If I write cash secured puts, I pre-sell my stock for a profit already. I'm taking the money off the table now. And the money's in my account, cash getting daily interest. Stock creeps up and creeps up. These puts just drop. I will buy them back and roll into new puts higher up, taking more dollars off the table. Yes, indeed. This is the name of the game. Taking pennies, turning them into dollars. It's a beautiful little game we got going here. Dean, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel today. Good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Richard Carlin in the house. Good morning to you. Stephen Butler is here. Deep Value of the Options is here. D.H. Ruda. Corinne is in the house. Mark C. Howdy, y'all. In the 6 weeks of doing this, I've only managed to write about 35 contracts. It's all good. Jose is in the house. Eddie Martin is here. The man, 35 contracts in 6 weeks is a lot. I really only write 6 a month, but I don't have that much cash. Aurora is in the house. So is Richard Vaughn. Welcome all. Charlie C2 is here. June is here. James of the Misty Tree. Thumbs up number 42. John Biscuit, going by the reflection on the top left. This is a day Bruce is glad he's not watching Pornhub. There you go. Hector, good morning. The man seeking alpha writers starting to change their views from sell to hold. They seem to be liking the trading card move. Jose, Uncle Bruce, will they exercise these options or sell to satisfy the debt? What's going to happen? Like I said, the companies will cash in their stock options for stock that they'll use to pay off their debt. That's the whole strategy behind this deal. It's a beautiful deal. B. Griggs is in the house. Amy is here. Dude, GameStop is steady, perfect for writing options that calls sell rich compared to the puts as well. The man, yeah, I only have 200 shares of GameStop. I wish I had more cash. J-Boy, dude, I agreed. I switched to writing covered calls on GameStop from Tesla because Tesla was wild. Smooth sailing on GameStop, constant returns. Dude is saying just save and tighten the belt a little. You'll get there, man. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I am number 61 on Bruce's thumbs ups meter this morning. Thank you, my friend, for that. Thank you also to those of you out there who have been not only giving us thumbs today, but also answering my poll question today. I was thinking about this poll question, wondering, I wonder how many contracts people have written since they've started writing contracts because of my channel. And the question here says, basically goes like this. I estimate that I have written a total of blank number of options since I started writing stock options. And the first option, the first choice is I have written less than 100 contracts so far since I started writing options. That number started at like 75%. It's now down to 40% as more of my viewers are coming in here, beginning to answer this question. 104 votes are in now. 36% of you are saying, Bruce, I've written between 100 and 1,000 contracts since I've started writing contracts. 12% of you are saying I've written between 1,000 and 2,500 contracts since I've started watching you. And 12% of you are saying I've written over 2,500 contracts since watching this channel. Welcome all, and thank you for doing this. I appreciate you answering that poll question. Give it a thought. Think about it. How many contracts do you think you've written since you started writing call options, put options, credit spreads? Remember, when you do a credit spread, you're writing a call, buying a call, and then you're buying a call and buying back. You're doing 4 transactions to roll them over, so there's a lot of volume there. But give it your best shot. I've given you wide spreads to kind of think about it. 84 thumbs ups have so far been registered as of a few minutes ago. Thank you for that, everybody. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. And let us know how you're doing on that poll question. See what you can do. 88 thumbs ups now, 107 votes on the poll question, and they keep coming along. The man is saying, dude, kids in sports belt is as tight as it gets. The man, I started at the end of June with 4,500 count value. It's up to 7,300. This is looking good. I'm playing it safe. Dude, I mean, that's pretty good. Better than most expected in a year. The man, yeah, not complaining. Wish I started 10 years ago. Louis, hi from Portugal. Welcome, sir, to the show. Double D, Uncle Bruce, when does Rocketlab cap call come into play? I think it has. They're over the magic number. I just don't know how many days it has to stay above it, but it's sure looking good here. Eric is in the house. I have no idea what's going on. What's the potential benefit of cash secured puts when the stock price is going up? Well, the best part about it is you say you have 1,000 SoFi right now, and you sell them at $10. You bring in 10 grand, roughly, and you turn around right now and you write $12 cash secured puts. You can write 8 of them because you need $1,200 to write each one. So 8 times $1,200 is $9,600. You got 10 grand. You can write 8 cash secured puts. Well, you're going to haul in $350 a piece in cash, $350 for each one you write. So 8 times $350 is about $2,800, and you still had $400 left over. So that's $3,200 lying around. You can write 3 more cash secured puts, bringing you $350 each. That's another almost $1,100. You might have some change left over. You might be able to write the next one. And so you're ending up writing $12 cash secured puts on your SoFi, which means in your account, you have to have enough cash to buy 1,200 shares of SoFi at $12 a share. Well, you do, because you had your 10 grand and then you got the premium money on all these contracts. You have over 14 grand in your account cash, which is now earning you daily interest. And so you're sitting back going, okay, I'm earning interest every day. If the shares go higher, let's say they go to 1075, these $12 puts are only worth $1.25 book value. If the stock goes to $11.25, they're only worth 75 cents. The stock goes to $11.75, these contracts are worth a quarter. The higher the stock goes, the lower the puts become worth. They become worth way less, and they will slip in value. You are going to eventually buy them back and roll into a higher set of contracts. You might go from $12 SoFi cash secured puts to $15 cash secured puts that expire in January 2026 or June 2026, $4 more. And if you roll 12 over, and you get $3 more per contract, that is $3,600 more cash into your account. Now you're sitting on over $17,500 in cash, which that additional cash can be used to write more puts, bringing in more money, and now you're sitting in with over 18 grand. Right now, you've got 1,000 shares at $10 each, worth $10,000. I'm talking to you about doing a rollover with cash secured puts where you end up with over $18,000 with not a big move on the stock. This is another way to make money from contracts as a writer. That's why people take my classes. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you, everybody. Lorraine, good morning. CKT is here, number 77. The man sitting on January 26, $10 puts on SoFi, just folding arms until I get my 50% gain. Then I'll roll accordingly. Joel Warner, good morning, everybody. I'm number 84 on Bruce's thumbs up meter. June, $12 put on SoFi. Jan 17, good move. Jan 2026. Yes. Alex, number 84. Good morning, all. I'm looking forward to expiry date tomorrow. Jay Smith, LAC Lithium Company, $2 billion deal with the government, $600 million deal with General Motors. Bobby Atkinson, Uncle Bruce, at one point, do we switch from cash secured puts to covered calls? Well, again, you can play this game so many ways. If you keep rolling cash secured puts, you're going to be in a cash position all the time. You're going to be earning daily interest on your cash balances. Those are going to keep growing and growing and growing. You're going to win the higher the shares keep rolling because shrinkage keeps rolling out. Time keeps going by. Shrinkage is your friend. You're going to be the winner. If these shares are going to go to $20, say in 6-8 months, let's just say 6-8 months, you're going to go from 10s to 12s to 15s to 17s to 20s, rolling and rolling and rolling and adding more puts to your stable. Larger cash balance every single time, more interest income coming in. You are winning and winning and winning. You're never writing a cover call. You're taking money this direction instead of the other direction. It's totally up to you which way you want to go. Trucker Tech, good morning all. I'm number 89. Mr. Premium of the Option, happy Thursday. It's time to fill our pockets. There you go. Walter Young, good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and Bagel Familia. See you in New York. Go SoFi and Rocketlab. Thumbs number 89. Yes, sir. We will see you there. Johnny, LFG GameStop is the wall. What is this? Greedy pigs? I don't know what this means. Anyway, GameStop made a deal with this sports card authentication company yesterday. Who knows what the deal is on that? They got $4.5 billion cash on hand. What's going to happen with that? Anyway, $21.56 for GameStop, down a dime. SoFi is down a penny, and Rocketlab is down 8 cents so far this morning. As I see this market at the moment. We will start trading here in a few minutes, 2 minutes, and we'll get the market going. I see the futures now with a 106-point gain on the Dow. That's a quarter point. I see a 2/3 gain on S&P, 37 points. And NASDAQ is up 1.16%, 237. It keeps marching. The NASDAQ market compared to the Dow would have to be trading up 450 points to kind of equal NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is leaving the Dow behind. It's leaving S&P behind, going higher all by itself. Crude oil down 3 cents to 70.36 a barrel. That's where we are right there. And like I said, we open up in about, a minute or two, 1 or 2 minutes, and our friend Larry Titus will let us know what's going on. Thank you all for joining in today. Thank you for joining us and being here. Great to have you in the house. And like I say, we're stoked about what's going on with our favorites. Looking good. There he is, Larry. You're doing it. There are the bells. Thank you, Mr. Titus. I appreciate it. D.H. Ruda, neat. We're ready to go. Richard Carlin, neat. We're ready to roll. Knights of Knee are being honored. Like I said, we are watching that. Thank you again for all the thumbs ups you're throwing our way to start the morning already. We're approaching 100, 102 now. Broke 100. Thank you for that. We're going for 200 as always. And again, the poll question, we're now up to 128 votes. They keep coming. People are talking about how many options have they written since they started watching this channel. 42% of these 129 people are saying, I haven't written 100 yet, still under 100. 34%, however, are saying, I've written 100 to 1,000 contracts so far. 15% of these folks are saying, I've written between 1,000 and 2,500 contracts. And 9% of the 130 people, that's kind of like 11 of you, have written over 2,500 contracts. If you're bringing in $200 a contract, $2, times 2,500 contracts, do the math. 2,500 times $200. That is some serious money coming through here. 15% are saying 1,000 to 2,500. Heck, if that's averaging 1,500 contracts times 15% of you, that would be 20 of you are running 1,500 contracts so far. That is serious money. And there it is. Once you get started writing options, you don't stop, because this is so juicy. You are going to take the cash without a doubt. Giddy up. 133 results now. 43% under 100, 33% 100 to 1,000, 15% saying 1,000 to 2,500, and 9% saying over 2,500 contracts have been written in my account. Juan is in the house. Thank you, Larry. And neat. And Juan, I'll see you later. We're doing a one-on-one today. Giddy up, everybody. We're having fun here. If any of you would like to have a one-on-one consultation with me in private, it's on camera. We'll do it together in a private setting. After the recording is done, I will send you a copy of our rerun that you can rewatch as many times as you want, and we'll go over your exact situation. And if you're interested in one of those, the cost is $400 US. They run an hour and a half kind of timing. And Juan and I are getting together today after this show is over, a little later today. More than happy to try to coordinate a get together with you. You just have to let me figure out the time change between where I am and where you are, because every day, starting tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, every day we move 1 hour closer to North America, back this direction. So kind of work with me. Thank you all for joining me. And again, thank you for reaching out. If you want to get together with me for a one-on-one, we'll get together. The man says, there's a SoFi dump going on. I've been expecting. Let's see the rebound. Yes, 984. You're going to see this. This is completely expected. I fully expect movement on Rocketlab, SoFi, on any stock that has a run. Look at Nvidia lately. It got up to the 140 level months ago. Then it was in the 120.30 range, went down to 98. Now it's all the way back again to 138.90 on Nvidia. If it can happen to a $3 trillion stock, what do you think is going to happen with SoFi and Rocketlab and GameStop? Of course, yeah, there's fluctuation all the time. This is the market. There's no pegging of stocks. Stocks fluctuate. Right now, Rocketlab down 26, SoFi down 22, GameStop down 17. We're sitting at 514 on 23andMe after their 20-for-1 rollback. We've got Spire at 966, down 11. We're up 20 on ATIP at 590. Smart Rent down 5 cents. Apple shares today are up 15. Tesla down 224. Microsoft is up 316. Google is up 27 cents. Amazon up 113. Nvidia up $3. Meta Platforms up 324. Goldman down 61 cents. Cisco down 28. ARC down 40, Pfizer down 30 cents, HPQ down 11, Unity down 65, AI down 19. So a lot of red showing this morning on a lot of these different stocks. Adobe up 130, Netflix down $7, IBM is down 119, Vanik up 568, Home Depot down 43, Enphase down 176, Palantir up 9, Uber down 153. It's a mixed bag. At the moment, the ECB in Europe cut interest rates 0.25 point today. widely expected. For weeks, they were expecting this. They got what they thought they were going to get. So there you go. Thank you all for joining in here, finding us, and becoming part of the family. Those of you who have become members of this channel, I sincerely cannot thank you all enough for that. Thank you very much for being a part of this channel as members. We love the fact that you're here as members. Welcome all of you with open arms. If you can join us as a Gold Bagel member, you'll get the most out of this channel without question. You'll get the Trade Alert show every day. You're going to get your Wednesday primetime shows when I'm back in Canada. And from time to time, I release videos just for Gold Bagel members to give them a heads up on certain trades you might want to consider doing. Thank you again, Gold Bagel members. You're the number one group of this channel. And generally speaking, Gold Bagel members stick around a long time because what they find is they find that they make money being a member of this channel. And when you start making money in a market where in the past it hasn't been so good for you, you don't leave. You stick around and enjoy the upside. Thank you again. If you would like to join the Discord group, there's a Discord chat group out there. If you'd like to join the chat group, become a Gold Bagel member. Let me know with an email. Just send me an email. Say, hey, Uncle Bruce, my Gold Bagel name is such and such. Here's my email address right here. I'm known as Gold Bagel member so-and-so. I'd like to join the Discord group. I will send you some link information that'll get you over there. So you can then hang out with the Gold Bagel members of this channel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when I'm not on the air, and compare notes. So up to you if you'd like to do that. Thank you. And what else? Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Bagel Gang from Who Cares? Bobby, Uncle Bruce, did you get the cabin on the same side of the ship as last time so you can see the other side of the ocean on the way home? Yes, we did. We certainly did. We're only about, 6 cabins down from where we were last time or something like that. And we're very pleased with our selection of cabin. And it's just great being on this ship again. The service is excellent. The food is great. And for me, having to work for you guys and do some work for the Traveler Channel, this is fantastic. The internet is great. Being able to live stream almost uninterrupted. This is phenomenal to be able to do this on a cruise ship. This would never have been a possibility 5-10 years ago. Not a chance. And here we are. This is fabulous. Yeah. Very, very good. Thank you for joining us today. Let's take a look at this, at the thumbs up meter and the poll question. How are we doing here? We have 109 thumbs ups that have come in. Thank you, everybody, for coming through for us there. And they're still coming in. I appreciate that. Under the poll question, 142 votes. 142 poll results. Now, 44% of you are saying that since you started writing options, you've written under 100 contracts so far. 44%. 33% of you have indicated that you have written between 100 and 1,000 contracts since you joined this channel. 15% of you are saying 1,000 to 2,500 contracts. That works out to like 22 of you. 22 of you have written between 1,000 and 2,500 contracts. And over 2,500 contracts, 8% of the voters have indicated, yeah, I've written over 2,500 contracts. It sounds like a lot, but if you've been writing calls and puts for like a year and a half, 2 years, you're talking about 24 months of time. You're talking about 100 contracts a month now. And there are viewers here who, they're sitting on, say, 20 deep in the money calls for GameStop. And they write contracts every 3 months, call options. These are poor man covered calls. Well, they're doing 20 every 3 months just on that. Well, that's 80 a year. In 2 years, it's 160 contract. Now, if you're getting $4 a contract times 160 bucks, 160 contracts times $4 a contract, that's 400 a contract. That's 60 odd $1,000. That's pretty handy, isn't it? Am I getting my numbers right? I might be a little off on my mathematics. Don't mind me. I'm tired. Then there's the folks who are doing credit spreads. And if you've got $20,000, $30,000 handy, and you're doing $3 credit spreads with 30 grand, you're doing 100 credit spreads at a time. That means you're representing 200 contracts to create and 200 contracts to go out. That's a 400 contract turnover. This is a nothing burger. These are done every 2 to 3 weeks. So I have viewers here who are generating probably 10,000 contracts a year as an overall number. Now, those of you who are sitting on SoFi, if you're sitting on, I know I have viewers here who had, say, 2,000 shares of SoFi that they sold at $8.50 a piece, and they turned right around and wrote $10 cash secured puts right away. They were writing immediately, probably, 15 of them or something like that. They may have already bought them back and are now writing 12. So, well, that's 30 contracts right there, just in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. This is pretty quick. SoFi wants to go to $12 in a couple of weeks from now with their earnings coming out. These folks might go from 12s to 15s. They're going to roll another 30, 35 because they're going to add contracts to the contracts. That's just one position. Who knows how many others they're doing. So, yeah, we have people here who have been writing. There are people who will write 500 cash secured puts at a time on SoFi or on Rocketlab. Or on other stocks. It's not uncommon. You just grow to that level. And this is the beauty of this business. You can write one contract as a writer, one at a time, when you're good and ready to try it. You can write 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 30, whatever number you're comfortable with. And you can roll and roll with these contracts and add premium to your account and write more options on the next write. And this gives you a raise in pay every time you add more contracts to the numbers. This is something your boss doesn't give you at your office, but you sure are going to get that here being an option writer. SoFi now 987 is where I see the stock at right now. The range on SoFi today has been 975 for the low, 1003 for the high. We're now at 987. So the stock seems to be inching back up again to this 990, perhaps $10 level. Dips are opportunities. Dips are opportunities to write cash secured puts because they're worth more money. If the stock is dropping, the puts go up and you want to take in cash. If you're a call writer, well, obviously you're looking to buy back cheaper calls and then write higher calls. But right now, the best thing to do on SoFi is to be doing, I think, cash secured puts. There's some nice premiums being handed out. Welcome all to the party, everybody. It's great to see you here. Thank you for joining us this morning live from the Queen Mary II ocean liner here in Southampton right now. Appreciate you all being here. 114 thumbs ups are now in the house and counting. Thank you for that. Welcome all to the program. It's great to have you all here. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. We are curious to see how these markets are going to react today. We know that I'll note that Rocketlab this morning at one time was at 1160 a share. I'm wondering if it's going to go there again because these dips, I don't think these dips are going to last on Rocketlab or SoFi. I really don't think so. We're off 21 on GameStop. We're down 20 cents on SoFi. We're down 32 cents on Rocketlab so far this morning, and we're only 14 minutes into the day. This could be the first thing in the morning sell-off, and then we turn it around from here. We'll see what happens. Volume is light everywhere. 1.9 million on Rocketlab, only 4 million on SoFi, 278,000 on GameStop. This is light volume on all three stocks, telling me we might go higher from here. Wouldn't shock me at all. Matterport down a penny. 23andMe is off to 516, down 18 cents. Spire, 970. ATIP, 590. Smart Rent, 174. Apple is down 40 cents. Tesla down 2.5. Microsoft is up $2. Google down 50 cents. We've got Amazon up 42. Nvidia up 375 to 139.47. Trying to hit a new high of beyond 140.76. Meta Platforms up $1.49. We've got Goldman up 3.99, Cisco down 27, ARC down 40, Pfizer down 32, HPQ up 4, Unity down 75 at 21.04, where AI shares are down 14 cents to 26.04. Adobe only down $1.74. Netflix is off 11.60. IBM down 155. Vanix Semiconductors up a nice 7.24 a share. Home Depot down $1.02. It's at 417. The high of 52-week high 421. So we're only $4 away from the high of Home Depot here. Enphase 91.30 down 183. Palantir up 34, and Uber is at $80.41 down 149 so far. Everybody, welcome to the program, all. And it's nice to see you all with us this morning. Nice to have you here. All right, there it is. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. That is the latest. Thanks again for those of you who have picked up some classes lately. If you have any issues with your links, you let me know, and we'll get you sorted on your links. Okay, guys? That's it from there. All right, I'm going to take off from here. Keep an eye on this market. Get ready for a one-on-one. We will see you folks tomorrow, Friday, from France, from Le Havre, France. And from there, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're coming back to New York City until we get there Friday. And then we'll see some of you guys in Carmine's, at Carmine's on West 44th Street at Times Square. Come on over. Saturday next week, a week from Saturday, 1 to 3, we're having lunch at Carmine's. Looking forward to seeing you. Meet and greet. Come and say hi to Auntie Jen. We've got a number of regulars coming over. It'd be great for people to meet people. Love to have you over. All right, kids, that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for responding to the poll question today. And thanks for these thumbs ups today. All appreciated, of course, as always. 117 thumbs ups now are in the house. Thank you. 150 poll question results have come in. And we have 33% saying 100 to 1,000 contracts have been written so far by my account. 15% 1,000 to 2,500, 9% over 2,500 contracts. And 44% of you saying, I just started. I haven't even hit 100 contracts yet. 44% of you are doing that, but you're beginning the beginning of the beginning. I love it. Thank you, guys. Johnny, let's see what happens there. Larry, thank you. Thank you, D.H. Ruda. Thank you, Charlie. Thanks for your time, Bruce. Have a great day. Stuart, thank you. Richard Carlin, thank you. We'll catch you guys later on, and have yourselves a wonderful day, and take the money from those gamblers. See you later. Bye for now.